white flag. Last lap of the Budweiser shootout. Earnhardt Jr. fell back off of Stewart a little bit. Does he have the momentum now? Trying to force Stewart up off the bottom.
Cannot make it happen. Is Jeff Gordon going with him? No, Gordon's going to the outside with Schrader.
Gordon getting the push. Moves to second. Junior digging back down low. Stewart's loving this in his rearview mirror. While they fight for second, that could be the gap Tony Stewart needs to win the race. Here they come. Final sprint to the checkered flag. Stewart's going to do it 2 years in a row. Tony Stewart wins the Budweiser shootout. Gordon for second.
I think that Tony Stewart, when he looked in the mirror and saw what was happening for second spot, he moved over and helped Junior get the spot because Junior had run behind him for so long and helped him stay up there.
Final lap of the first Daytona 500 qualifying race. Jeff Gordon, Dale Earnhardt Jr., Ken Schrader, Terry Labonte, and that dicing up front has brought a second group up to join this fight.
Ricky Rudd, the 28 car, he's right in there with them.
Schrader fading back on the outside. It was worth the gamble.
Sterling Marlin's in that group.
Now it's Mike Wallace getting shuffled. Here's Ricky Rudd around Terry Labonte into fourth. Final corner. And I don't think Junior's going to have enough. To the start-finish line, second time in his career, Jeff Gordon wins his Daytona 500 qualifying race. Now checking back to the transfer spot. Here's where it counts. Bill Elliott gets the last position. Matt Kenseth, Johnny Benson, Kyle Petty didn't make it. Hunt Strickland, Ricky Craven, Elliott Sadler, Bobby Hamilton, Rick Mast, all outside the cut. White flag is up. Final lap of the second Daytona 500 qualifying race. The transfer spot looks to be okay, but they're still mixing it up hard. Tony Stewart right on Michael Waltrip's bumper. Let's see if he's able to make a move. So far, the transfer spot looks like it's going to be quiet. Todd Ryan, Casey Atwood, Stacy Compton, Rusty Wallace, all of those drivers are in. Stewart dropping back for a final run off turn 4 to the checkered flag. Michael Waltrip moves low to block. And he's going to win. Michael Waltrip wins the second Daytona 500 qualifying race. The defending 500 winner leads 46 or 50 laps to get the victory and claim the 4th starting spot in Sunday's race. As Ward Burton comes to the line, white flag, final lap. Here comes Dale Jarrett looking outside for third, can't get it done. Oh! He bounces off Mark Martin. Jarrett is crashing in the final lap. Everybody gets by him okay. Elliott Sadler in the 21, the Wood Brothers car, left to try and chase Ward Burton to the checkered flag.
And if Elliott Sadler was shaking, finishing third in the Pepsi 400, just imagine what that young man is going through now, about to finish second in the Daytona 500. About ready to faint, I'm telling you.
8th 2 times is his best previous finish in the 500. Now in his 8th try at the Great American Race, it's going to be Ward Burton driving his Dodge to victory lane. Checkered flag is up, and Ward Burton is going to win the 44th Daytona 500. Bill Davis Racing and Ward Burton have just won the Great American Race.
That's awesome. mean, we're going to get the finish on this thing. Guys act like real champions today. What a great job over the wall. Great job driving today, Matt and Mike. Awesome. Everybody that worked on this thing, great job.
That's Robbie Reiser.
Good job, Matt. We're really proud of you, bud. You had tough there, and you went back and you had to take it back when they took it from you, bud. That's wonderful.
And that's car owner Jack Roush.
Cat in the hat. I mean, they had a great race car today, great pit stops. Matt done a great job.
This has been a great place for second victories. It's Ken's second career victory. Last November, Joe Nemechek got his second career victory here. And last spring, Steve Park got his second career Winston Cup win here.
Craven stayed out on his old tires and finished fifth. Probably is
right about where they thought they'd be.
What they thought they'd do, so that turned out all right too.
Checkered flag in the air. Matt Kenseth for Jack Roush and Ford scores his second career Winston Cup win. Sterling Marlin, the runner-up. Bobby Labonte, Tony Stewart, Ricky Craven, the first five.
Right now, Sterling Marlin saying it's all about me.
Yeah, that's right.
White flag.
He wishes he had a orange spoiler on the back of that car.
Talking about Kurt Busch, who was way off the pace, but will finish this race after having a great day. Here is Marlin. 8th at Daytona, 2nd at Rockingham, looking for his 9th Winston Cup win, all on super speedways.
And another win for Dodge. And the most consistent car the second half of the season last year and starting off that way again this year. It's got to be a thrill to be driving that thing right now.
Sterling Marlin brings the Coors Light Dodge across the line for his 9th Winston Cup victory.
Man, there was 3 good ones going there, and there goes, man, they were going across here 4 wide.
It was a battle for 7th. Dale Jarrett finished the 7th.
You know, he had a great car at Daytona and didn't get to show it. He blew up right on the start of the race. Dominated down in Las Vegas. And here he sits looking like he's going to win this race today. Although I got to tell you, I wouldn't. Dale Jr. is going to dive that thing to the bottom down here with maybe 1 or 2 to go and see if he can't close that gap.
This is it. Final lap. Turn 4. Stewart, the high line. Junior, the low line is coming.
Here he comes.
He cuts the gap in half. But Tony Stewart scores his first super speedway win in over a year.
Pretty dominant little performance there, Larry.
Yes, it was. Dale Earnhardt Jr. for second, but how about that man that finishes third, Jimmy Johnson, and only his 7th Winston Cup start.
It was a great run for him today, and Chad, he didn't fall out of the seat, bud. He stayed up on that wheel for you.
We're all around, no pressure.
He's consistent every week.
Chad
last night material, and look, wasn't afraid to change the motor and go to the rear. Weren't worried. A lot of guys say, well, we're doomed.
And wasn't afraid to let people pass him. Say, I'll race you when the time comes.
2 guys that went to the rear are first and second point men. Where are they now?
Right up there.
First and fifth.
Get back to the line. You got no pressure.
Sterling Marlin will get his 8th consecutive top 10 finish, his 10th Winston Cup career win, and his 2nd win of 2002. Marlin wins the Carolina Dodge Dealers 400. Elliott Sadler 2nd. Harvick 3rd, and for 4th, Earnhardt Jr. holds off Ryan Newman, Jimmy Johnson, and Rusty Wallace.
And a fast closing Matt Kenseth.
Jeff Gordon ends up 9th, Bill Elliott 10th.
White flag.
All right, he's already celebrating. Don't say anything yet. Get it all around here.
Dale Earnhardt, Ernie Irvan, Elliott Sadler, Rusty Wallace, and now Kurt Busch is a first-time Winston Cup winner at Bristol. Jimmy Spencer a car length ahead of Ricky Rudd for second.
Good car.
In his 48th start. Got 1 more lap to try.
And I think what Jeff's doing is just being sure he doesn't get up off the bottom, because I don't believe it. I think he knows that Mark can't pass him unless he gets the nose under him.
Well, Mark did the same thing in the middle of 1 and 2, right up on the rear bumper. He just can't keep that speed off the corner.
Gets back in it quick, but just can't carry the speed off.
Hey, Vanderbilt, you know what to do.
Number 17 coming off of turn 4. Checkered flag in the air.
6 races, 6 different winners. Matt Kenseth beats Jeff Gordon by a second. Mark Martin is 3rd, Ricky Rudd 4th. Tony Stewart, Jimmy Johnson, the top 5. Jeff Burton around the outside of Kurt Busch picks up a position.
Trouble. 55's around.
Hamilton spins and catches Kyle Petty.
And Johnny Benson nowhere to go. No caution yet.
There's got to be a caution.
There it is. Caution is out. Caution is out. They'll be coming to the white flag.
And it'll be over because Bobby Labonte will take the white and the caution flag together and then roll around to the checker.
Matt Kenseth, Tony Stewart, Dale Jarrett, Dale Earnhardt Jr., Terry Labonte, Ricky Rudd.
Bobby Labonte has never won a Winston Cup race on a short track.
And we all picked him, didn't we? We all picked him to win today.
About 2 laps ago.
Oh, boy. What a day. Look at that race car, not a scratch on it.
Checkered flag. Kenseth pulls him alongside to give Labonte a wave. And Bobby Labonte has his 19th career Winston Cup victory in the Virginia 500. Whoa, 3-1 in contact in the tri-oval. And here we go. 1 lap to go.
Daryl, I think if he runs the bottom, it's going to be hard for him to get by him on the high side.
Yeah, I don't see any way. I mean, they're going to lay off of him and try to get a run on him, but he's just too fast.
1 lap ago, they got that run. If Kurt Busch can get right to the back bumper of Michael Waltrip, they may have a chance at Earnhardt Jr.
How about that Kurt Busch? Whoa, how about that's what Dale Jr. got. Dale Jr. just said, how about that Kurt Busch?
But you and Michael are single file. They kind of stalemated.
Oh, this is Dale Jr.'s in the catbird seat now. Those guys are stalling out behind him.
It's just you and bring it on home, buddy.
All you got to do is worry about which way to go now for Michael. Michael doesn't want to let anybody get by him.
Trying to get a run.
They got it. First and second.
Here comes Michael to the bottom, and he's going to run out of time. Earnhardt Jr. wins at Talladega.
Michael second, Kurt Busch third, Jeff Gordon fourth, Kenny Wallace fifth in that Michael Waltrip.
How about that? That's 3 DEI cars, 8, 15, and 98.
First, second, and fifth.
We'll have the white flag this time.
Yeehaw!
2 of the youngest drivers in the field. Rookie and a sophomore fighting for the win. Final lap.
And look lined up behind them. 28, 9, 6, 88, 40.
All the over 40 veterans. Yes. Jimmy Johnson in his 13th start, going for his first career win and trying to become the 9th different driver to win a Winston Cup race for Rick Hendrick.
That thing doesn't quit running on him. He's got it made.
We'll watch Kurt Busch drive off in this end of the corner. Picks up about 3 car lengths. Jimmy Johnson eases back to that throttle.
Jimmy Johnson off turn 4, 6th in points, leading rookie on the tour, and he's going to win his 13th start.
Here before a hometown crowd of his.
What a race. What a strategy. I mean, you got to give Chad a pat on the back, guys, for Pete's sake. How'd we start this day off? Blue skies. Nothing but blue skies do I see.
White flag, Mike.
Tony Stewart has only started 7 races at Richmond International Speedway, and he's about to go to victory lane for the 3rd time here. He won at Atlanta, and if he rounds turns 3 and 4, he'll score his 2nd victory of 2002. Tony Stewart's Home Depot Pontiac wins the Pontiac Excitement 400.
Ryan Newman second, Jeff Burton third, teammate Mark Martin in fourth, Jeremy Mayfield he finishes 5th, Matt Kenseth 6th, Jeff Gordon 7th, Steve Grissom 8th, Ricky Craven 9th, and Jimmy Spencer comes home 10th.
Schrader's trying real hard.
He is trying real hard. Last lap, he was about a 10th and a half quicker than Jeremy Mayfield.
Well,
Jeremy's just on cruise right now.
Schrader's
no mistake.
closing it up a little bit, but he's not going to catch it.
Speaking of last lap, here we are. Mayfield, winner of the Open in 1998. He also started on the pole that year.
Well, he and Sammy Johns, they really seem to be getting better every week now. They've got that communication thing going. No question about Jeremy's ability. We know he can drive the race car.
Jeremy Mayfield wins the Winston Open for the 2nd time. And transfers into the All-Star race.
Segment. So they're going to have a big advantage on those guys starting in the back there because they've already got laps on their car.
3.2 seconds. Newman over Kyle Petty, Kenny Schrader, Hut Strickland, and Jimmy Spencer.
And I've watched the last 5 or 6 laps. Kenny Schrader has either mirrored Ryan Newman's lap times or actually been a little bit quicker, but too far behind to make up that difference.
Now, this is the Ryan Newman that we saw earlier in the year that was sitting on poles and having the potential to win a race.
Checkered flag. Newman wins the No Bull Sprint. A pocket full of cash, and more importantly, a chance to race in the Winston.
Drive it out there. Pick it up.
Oh no, he's gonna make us hold our breath till the last lap.
White flag this time. 1 lap to go. 1.5 miles. He's going to move to the high side right here.
Well, Ryan Newman is doing everything in his power. If he can just get through here and not slip, Newman might have him.
Kenseth for third. Takes Kurt Busch. Junior is there. Bumper tag.
Now, see, Junior respected him. He could have taken him around right there.
And he lost some ground because he had to back off the throttle there.
Last chance.
He may not respect him here, though. No, he pushed up. Drove in hard.
Don't let him do it. And Ryan Newman is going to win the Winston.
What a race.
Wow.
Matt Kenseth third. Kurt Busch fourth. Jimmy Johnson, 4 fresh tires, gets back to 5th. Look at these guys.
Oh, man.
From dead last to first in 90 laps.
That was exciting, man. I loved it.
And he's catching the car in exactly the right places. He gets his nose down under him, puts the car between he and Kenseth. 1 to go, baby. White flag. Mark, you are the man tonight.
Mark Martin has never won the No Bull $1 Million bonus. This is his 9th try at it. He hasn't won since April of 2002, agonizing year.
Boy, he's got just a little bit more traffic here. Here comes Kenseth. A little bit more. He's got a lot of traffic. Kenseth is in worse shape. He's hung up back here as well.
Mark Martin has never won the 600 at Charlotte.
He has now.
Now he has. Mark Martin wins the Coca-Cola Racing Family 600.
Comes Tony Stewart, Jeff Gordon, and out. Jeff Gordon is
Battle for 5th. Battle for 5th. Jimmy Johnson ends up in 7th.
Look at this group. Boy, that is a happy bunch.
Well, they split the bonus with Mark and the rest of that team.
Daryl, he's driving that thing down in the corner. White flag's out this time.
He ain't leaving anything on the table, I can tell you that. Here he comes up off of turn 2, and he's still closing.
Watch him driving down here to turn 3 right here.
Oh, up on the outside, he's going to give it that high. He's going to give it that high line. Last-ditch effort here.
Bill Elliott closes, but Jimmy Johnson gains the 2nd victory of his rookie year.
Man, we have a battle between Bobby Hamilton and Robbie Gordon.
I don't think Bobby Hamilton's going to like that very much.
Gordon got Hamilton for 8th at the line.
Got him back in right there. There's the 28.
Didn't make it. Yeah, he needed a caution, but he didn't intend on it being himself.
Here's what's left of the tire. They'll get the white flag this time by.
We're still green, but I have to believe the caution will be thrown here.
The car is stopped.
Yeah, the caution and the white flag. So here's the race right here. Todd Bodine in 26. Looks like his motor's expired. That's a Robert Yates engine.
Caution flag and the white. Dale Jarrett eases off the gas, and he'll just have to come around 1 slow lap to win it here in Pocono.
Mark Martin comes across the line in 2nd. Jimmy Johnson in 3rd. Sterling Marlin will beat Jeff Gordon back to the line for 4th.
As Dale Jarrett comes around behind the pace car for his 3rd Pocono win in his 31st start here and his first victory in the June race. Dale Jarrett wins the Pocono 500.
Dale Jarrett, the 88 car, got off of Michael Waltrip coming in the middle of 3 and 4. We're going to be the white flag this time, though, guys. Is he going to have enough time?
And the 24 car is right there, too, boys. We're looking at 10 on the apron.
There is no out of bounds here. You can go through the grass if you need to, and he's going to complete the pass there.
It's going to be tight. It's going to be close down in his corner. Yikes.
He made the pass, picked up 2 positions, but he hurt his momentum. Jeff Gordon's getting to run back on it on turn 2.
Gordon's flying. He comes up along the outside of Jarrett there.
Yeah.
Jarrett is there, going after Newman.
I believe he's got it, boys. He has those 4 fresh tires. He's going to take 2nd position.
I think going for the win. He's going to go to the outside.
Where?
Here he comes.
Go to block.
Here he comes. Kenseth's going to try to block him.
Jarrett going for 2 in a row. Matt Kenseth leads it. Jarrett looks low. No. Kenseth to win it. Jarrett, Newman, Waltrip, side by side. down to 3.8 seconds, but if Rudd hits his marks, he'll get his second Sears Point checkered flag.
Ricky Rudd will hit his marks.
No question. For a long time, considered one of NASCAR's most accomplished road racers.
Of course, he pretty much has promised us within a couple of weeks that an announcement will be made about his future, what he's going to do and with this 28 car.
The way his year has gone, just trust me. Let's get him back around here, okay?
Okay.
I know things look really, really good, but at Pocono last week, a couple weeks ago, they looked really, really good too.
And he cut a tire. And at Dover, leading the race, missed a lug on the last pit stop. And Richmond, mechanical trouble, was up front there. And here he comes, down through the S's to turn 10 for the final time.
One more corner, Ricky, turn 11.
Tony Stewart closing in at the final corner. For the first time since Watkins Glen 1990, Ricky Rudd's going to be a road course winner. Ricky Rudd and the Haviland Taurus win the Dodge Save-Mart 350.
Boy, look at the battle for third here. Terry Labonte holds off Kurt Busch.
There's another car about to cars are all over the place again.
Ryan Newman, 12 car. Dave Blaney in the 77 as well.
And they're racing back to the caution.
And this could be the race.
And here comes Sterling making a run.
They'll come to the flag with 3 to go. Michael Waltrip leading them home. Rusty Wallace looking for his first Daytona win. Here they come to the caution flag.
And this could be the race. I don't know there'd be enough time to throw a red flag. As we have 3 laps to go. Caution flies.
I can't help but think about when we were here last.
Which was February a year ago.
He won. He went to victory, sir.
Right.
But it's a day that none of us will ever forget. Here we are back here for the first time since then.
First time Fox has been back.
First time Fox has been back since then, and he wins again. I'm proud. I'm so proud of him. What a great job tonight.
But I tell you, Dale Earnhardt owned this racetrack. Finally got that Daytona 500 win. Looks like DEI is starting to own this place. 5 of the last 7 restrictor plate races here.
Here he comes to the flag. Michael Waltrip wins the Pepsi 400.
All right, way to go, buddy.
White flag this time. Give me a left, just like the left.
I think the cat's out of the bag. We know his nickname now, BP. It's Cupcakes.
Harvick was on no one's lip as a pre-race favorite to win this thing. This is certainly a surprise.
He was on his list.
Yeah, that's true, Bill. We heard from him there a minute ago. But he's come from well deep in the field. The team has played their strategy perfectly. The fuel is going to hold up. And Kevin Harvick is going to come to the start-finish line and take the checkered flag. His 3rd Winston Cup win. He wins the Tropicana 400 for a 2nd straight year.
You guys are the crap, man. Way to go, guys. Awesome job. Great call.
6th place. Kurt Busch holds off Bill Elliott.
I'm serious. White flag.
1 more mile for Ward Burton. 13 prior races here in New Hampshire. He's only finished in the top 10 once. It's not been a good track for him. Tommy Baldwin, his crew chief from Long Island, considers this his home racetrack. Even though Pocono's a little closer, he said, I did a lot of my racing and established my career here. This will be a huge win for him.
All yours, man. All yours. Bring it on. You're the man. You're the man.
Tommy there, as you can probably tell.
Ward Burton wins the New England 300. 3.2 seconds over Jeff Green. The fuel held up. The strategy call was right. The driver did a heck of a job to make the winning pass. And Bill Elliott's going to make just 1 more lap to pick up the victory in the Pennsylvania 500. He's got 1.7 seconds on Kurt Busch and 3 quarters to go.
He didn't spark the right front that time. I think he feels victory coming on.
I think he was a little bit careful, maybe going through one that time.
Bill Elliott going to be the first driver to win a race from pole position this season. First one to win a race from the front row this season. Also looking to become the first man to win 5 times here at Pocono Raceway. His other victories coming back, 2 in 1985, 1 each in 1988 and 89. Now he's down to the final corner. Red will be the color of the day here at Pocono. Bill Elliott bringing it home for Ray Evernham and Dodge as Elliott wins the Pennsylvania 500 at Pocono. Kurt Busch will finish second. Sterling Marlin will lead 106 of the race's 175 laps, but have to settle for third.
Never see Cindy and Chase and the crew. That's our way to go, guys.
275,000 fans looking on as Elliott rides through the canyon of grandstands and takes the white flag. Final lap of the Brickyard 400. Sport's most popular drivers ever. Elliott looking for career victory number 43 and his first here on these hallowed grounds. He's dominated the race today. He will have led 93 of 160 laps. Now he's 1 corner away from an Indianapolis Winners' Trophy. Dale Earnhardt, Dale Jarrett, Jeff Gordon, and now Bill Elliott joins the list of winners of the Brickyard 400 in Indy. And the white flag. 1 lap to go at Watkins Glen. Can any of these people behind Tony Stewart take the win away?
There he goes.
That was pretty early.
Green.
Final lap at Watkins Glen. Jones not able to get a run on Robbie Gordon. Looked like he had a brief look on him. Have not heard a penalty call on Tony Stewart, so the restart stands. And now he's half a lap away from the checkered flag.
One more time.
Oh, no.
One off in the dust in turn 1.
He drove out of it, though.
That was Ricky Craven. What a week it's been for Tony Stewart. Spent much of this week in turmoil. After the incident after Indianapolis last Sunday, thought he might lose his job in this car. The fine from NASCAR, the fine from his sponsor. He has agreed to undergo anger management counseling, trying to overcome the temper problems that have dogged him throughout his career. Today, he's funneled that anger into a powerful drive. As he comes to the final corner, Tony Stewart is going to win at Watkins Glen, his 3rd win of the season, and his first win at this historic road course. Stewart's your victor.
Nobody run out of gas.
Ryan Newman with a great drive for second. Robbie Gordon, P.J. Jones, Ricky Rudd fill out the top 5. White flag is out. Final lap of the Pepsi 400 for Dale Jarrett.
Burton's car is still running, but it looks like he's going to lose a couple more spots.
Here comes Mark Martin on his teammate for 4th place.
Well, that's pretty good with the
Look at that thing go.
Championship today going to be virtually a draw. Mark there racing for 4th and 5th. Sterling Marlin right behind him in 6th. Jimmy Johnson behind him in 7th. But this day is going to be all about Dale Jarrett. Todd Parrott made the call. 4 fresh tires with 32 laps to go. He restarted 17th, powered his way through the field, took the lead for the final time from Jeff Burton with 5 laps to go, and now he wins the Pepsi 400 at Michigan. Tony Stewart gets second. Look at him 4 deep back there in the pack. That was for 15th place.
Ricky Rudd was almost in the gravel.
And this traffic is going to play a big role right now.
Ooh, Rusty didn't get off a 2 at all that time. Here comes Gordon, right up against the back bumper. Everybody in the crowd on their feet.
And
3 laps to go.
Slow the traffic, I think, caused that right there.
Here comes Gordon, right up to the bumper again.
Did you hear that wheel spin, Benny?
Yeah, I did hear that wheel spin.
The bump and run.
There it is.
Gordon underneath to the lead. 2 laps to go. Can Rusty come back?
Jeff better hope not.
31 races since Jeff Gordon has been to victory lane. The much publicized dry spell could come to a close in one more lap around the Bristol half mile. He dominated the opening part of the race, got caught back in traffic after a late pit stop, but the bump and run is going to get Jeff Gordon the checkered flag at the end of the winless streak. Gordon wins the Sharpie 500 at Bristol.
Here's a discussion about the bump and run.
As the starter, Jimmy Howell gets out the white flag. Final lap of the Mountain Dew Southern 500 for Jeff Gordon. Going to be a good day in his attempt to win yet another NASCAR Winston Cup championship. He will have led the most laps today and collect those extra bonus points in his attempt to overtake Sterling Marlin for the title. Bristol last Saturday night. There'll be no bump and run, but he'll have tamed Darlington Raceway for another time today. Jeff Gordon wins the Southern 500.
Back-to-back races.
Here comes a grand battle between Tony Stewart and Kurt Busch, and it was Busch beat him off turn 4.
Pretty good. Start last. 3/4 of a mile for Matt Kenseth.
0.5, man. 0.5.
One more lap to go. Final lap at Richmond. Katie's watching. They've got a vacation home up in their native Wisconsin. They like to go to get away from it all. If they go there tomorrow, they can celebrate win number 4 of 2002. And Matt Kenseth has won the Chevrolet Monte Carlo 400 at Richmond.
We knew he could make it down.
Ryan Newman is 24 years old. He's from South Bend, Indiana. Came from a background of open wheel racing in the Midwest. He's an engineering graduate of Purdue University. Roger Penske took him in, said this kid is going to be a star in this sport. Put him through the ABC program where they ran some ARCA, some Busch, and some Cup races.
Buddy Baker tutored this young man for a couple of years, helping him learn more about these stock cars and what it takes to win.
And Don Miller, the longtime general manager of the Penske South team.
Congratulations.
Who has also
Good job, everybody.
been very instrumental in Ryan Newman's development. And now it all comes to the payoff window. As Ryan Newman comes off of turn 4 to the checkered flag under the caution in the rain to pick up his first NASCAR Winston Cup Series win. Final lap, and there's traffic ahead for Johnson.
He gets by Ricky Craven okay. I think these cars in front of him, Kyle Petty, are fast enough that Mark will not be able to catch him.
Yeah, it was that side-by-side stuff that was going to get him in trouble. His 27th birthday was this past Tuesday. There'll be a lot of candles to blow out in Victory Lane at Dover. Jimmy Johnson sweeps the Monster Mile this season. A great day.
Way to go, boys. We're back on track. Awesome, awesome stuff all day long.
Here they are, white flag, final lap in Kansas. Jeff Gordon came to this race 1 year ago and picked up the victory. Was part of his stretch drive toward winning the NASCAR Winston Cup Championship. After not finishing 2 of the last 3 races, a Dover crash a week ago and a Richmond engine failure. He said he needed a strong run today to get back in the title fight. He's done it. Jeff Gordon wins the Protection 1 400 at Kansas. His 3rd win in the last 6 races and his 2nd straight at the Kansas Speedway. As the white flag flies, final lap of the EA Sports 500. Spotter says keep it on the bottom. Behind him, Steve Park being challenged by Ryan Newman for a spot. With the front five, single file. Kurt Busch looking for third. Can't do it. Ricky Rudd with a brief peek. Kurt Busch trying to find enough muster to run with him. His father won here 10 times. And now Dale Earnhardt Jr. is going to become only the second man in this track's history to score 3 straight wins at Talladega Superspeedway. Earnhardt Jr. to the checkered flag. He wins the EA Sports 500. White flag is up at Charlotte. Jamie McMurray trying to pull off the upset.
Class act that time. He got out of the way. Let McMurray and Bobby Labonte decide this thing among themselves.
One final set of corners to go. No lap traffic to come into play. Labonte's going to have to make a desperate move here. He rides into the corner deep. He'll do it. 26-year-old Jamie McMurray pulls off the victory in just his second NASCAR Winston Cup start. Unbelievable.
Almost beyond words, but not quite.
Final lap in Martinsville, half mile to go. Is it win 2 for Kurt Busch or the first victory for Johnny Benson?
Well, Kurt's got nobody in front of him right now, so I know that he's probably a little bit happy about that.
He got away from him off 2. Final shot, final corner. Benson can't get close enough. Winston Cup win number 2 for Kurt Busch. He takes the Old Dominion 500.
Guys, all windows and eyes, good stop. I need water and some towels.
Oh, that was your winner, Kurt Busch.
Wore out.
All right, word's just gone out. When they come to the stripe this time, they'll show him the white flag. Kurt Busch is going to clinch the Manufacturers' Championship for Ford in 2002 with their victory today. Their third Manufacturers' title in the last 4 years. He's going to keep Joe Nemechek and Dale Jarrett out of victory lane. For Tony Stewart, a big day in the championship as he's going to finish 4th. And his pursuers, Mark Martin, will be the closest of them today, and he'll finish in 8th. Checkered flag is up. A little bit shy of the scheduled distance, but it counts nonetheless. Kurt Busch takes his 3rd victory of 2002. He wins the Napa 500. Final lap at Rockingham. Fuel and the checkered flag. How's it going to play out? Benson protects the bottom in 1 and 2. Here comes Mark on the charge. So far, so good on fuel. Final corners ahead. Martin diving down low. One final charge off the last corner. It's not going to be enough. Johnny Benson is a NASCAR Winston Cup winner.
First thing he just thought was, finally,
yeah. I thought this day would never come.
The 1996 Winston Cup Rookie of the Year. Finally, all these years later, excuse me, we'll get a trophy. Looks like Jeff Green ran out of gas, too, coming off the final quarters.
White flag.
Down to the final mile for Matt Kenseth. Matt will be the 13th different winner in 15 Winston Cup races here at Phoenix. The 3rd Roush Racing driver to take a checkered flag in that group here. Mark Martin, Jeff Burton are the others. Kenseth will have led 55 of the 312 laps. The 2-tire call at lap 259, the key to victory. Kenseth got away after the final restart and picks up his 5th win of 2002. Matt Kenseth, the winner at Phoenix.
Good job, guys. Great pit stop. If you want to got me out in front of the 2, we probably would have won. Great job figuring the fuel mileage run. Good job, guys.
As you see, the white flag is waving on this field.
It's the final lap of the 2002 season. Tony Stewart, 1.5 miles from a NASCAR Winston Cup championship. Kurt Busch is out in front of the race, looking to pick up his 4th victory of the season. 3 of those will come in the last 5 weeks of the year. Put Kurt Busch on your calendar as a Winston Cup title contender for 2003. Checkered flag is up. The Ford of Roush Racing wins the Ford 400. Kurt Busch is the winner at Miami. Second for Nemechek, third for Jeff Burton. Mark Martin's title bid will be a strong one today. He'll finish 4th. But at the end of the day, the big trophy will go to Tony Stewart. The Rushville Rocket from Indiana is the 2002 NASCAR Winston Cup champion.
There's a big sigh of relief.
Yes, it is.
It didn't come easy at a track where they've dominated. In the 3 previous Winston Cup races here, an 18th place finish for the 20 car today, but it did the job.